It's an interesting exam, Myers-Briggs. I liked it.
Oh, I did too. Because I felt like it was me to a T.
In my whole office of 40-something people, I was the only one that came out that way.
Really?
Yes, very rare. She's got a very rare personality, this one.
Yeah, it's rare, all right. Watch out.
What's a funny saying that's, gotta be yourself because everyone else is taken.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah, I was always very introverted, but I've become very extroverted.
She was so hugely introverted right now. She wouldn't say boo.
Yeah.
Here I am, learning about life, you know.
I was more of a listener, very much more a listener.
Taking in and understanding. Right. I think I got this.
I've always been extroverted,
Yeah?
My
That's good.
partner's
That's a good thing.
More introverted. Which, yeah, it's just...
It's healthier.
Just how I am.
Yeah, you don't keep things inside, bottled up.
When's your birthday?
That's true. December 5th.
Oh. Like January.
You're a Sagittarius?
Yeah.
Capricorn.
Capricorn over here.
Capricorns.
Yeah, I'm very impressed that you know so much, but I'm puzzled because you say you're not vegan, and I guess you don't even consider yourself vegetarian.
No, I focus more on the Paleo diet, which is rooted in the philosophy or theory that what we've evolved as humans on what specific diet, which I'll repeatedly say, like, it really depends where you're from. But roughly, it's kind of like the caveman theory, is like we ate nuts, vegetables, seeds, fruits, and wild meat, wild fish. But it does really get rid of processed foods. It does try to be mindful in the meat consumption.
Yes.
And trying to focus on sustainable meats and wild fish, especially like for fish that aren't overfished. I mean, it's still bringing consciousness into what we actually put into our mouths and not acting like it's just a black hole that we have no idea what then comes out. Like, oh, I don't know why I'm sick or I'm overweight or I have emotional issues, and it's because what we put in, shit in, shit out.
Right.
That's true. We are an eating and shitting machine.
Yeah.
Now, when you say you eat seafood, right?
I do.
Yeah. Do you ever? Well, have you ever thought about the mercury?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
So I try, when I do eat, I'm very mindful also of big fish, tunas, or swordfish, and others to
Wild.
Yeah.
More
Well,
wild.
even if they're wild, still, just at the top of the food chain, they're going to have a lot of mercury. So I just reduce my consumption of those. And tuna's getting overfished, so I actually like try to not eat a lot. I mean, it's obviously like
There's no large tuna left in the
drastically overfished. It takes a little. Yeah, it's really sad.
You need to watch
Earthlings, yeah.
Earthlings.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, just prepare yourself. Mentally, okay? It's not going to make you laugh. No. It made me cry. And I used to hunt.
Yeah.
But I made my peace with the animal gods. Yeah, I had to. But you grow up in an environment like that. I mean, that's how you're raised, so. I think I even had you shooting guns when you came to visit Maine, didn't I?
No. No, that
Maybe I was thinking of Sam.
That wasn't me.
It's probably my,
I'm
my
sorry,
best friend,
honey.
because we used to shoot all the time.
Yeah, but back to the fish.
Yeah.
There's quite an imbalance in the ocean. And a lot of the fish aren't able to get, the big fish like dolphins. They're no longer getting the fish that they need for their diet. A lot of them are dying.
It's like penguins with herring. The herring stocks are being depleted, so the penguins, that's their main source of food. Some of the breeds of penguins, I guess. So, yeah, they don't have access to that. So
But just something to think about, I think you would enjoy watching the raw tofu vegan YouTubers.
Sure.
And there's some that have even gone raw, totally raw, and all they eat is raw, except, they don't eat any animals that are raw. It's mostly fruit and plant-based foods. But you ought to give that a try, just to...
I mean, I integrate it into my diet. Actually, my favorite restaurant in Belize City is a raw vegan restaurant.
Oh, great. Yeah.
And all the raw safaris are pretty much vegan.
if I ever get a trip down there, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
One thing I have noticed, but traveling down to Central America, even staying in what the heck is a damn hotel there in Guatemala City? Ritz-Carlton, not the Ritz.
Sure.
One of those. But they have so many vegan entrees on the buffet for dinner. We're shocked. I was like, wow. And in Bogota,
especially in major metropolitan cities.
Yeah.
I was just in Berlin, and I mean, yeah, every other corner is a vegan restaurant.
The German couple we met told
It
us
is the
that Berlin
future.
is the vegan capital of Germany.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Berlin's very hipster, and I went to this really cool like alternative rooftop bar that you like have to know where it is, and it's like, but it's really really cool. But they have house-made vegan like Mediterranean dishes, and,
Yeah.
and that's the cool place to be. That's what
Wow.
they're serving, so it's,
Yes.
it's pretty neat. And Germany is, I think, even more ahead of that. I lived there in 2009, and most of my friends were, my host father was German, he was a vegetarian. He actually is the one that first got me kind of out of my Western mind,
Oh, good.
thinking he cooked fresh food every night, he was always vegetarian, it was always fantastically delicious and fresh. It was so good. So after that is when I started cooking for myself, and read like Michael Pollan's In Defense of Food, and
You've had a
started
great education.
Yeah.
started
So you're on
exploring
your
this
way. I
journey.
think you're on your way.
You know, my dad and brother are vegetarian, so they give me shit for eating
Did
meat.
Oh,
you?
there you
Yeah,
go.
I'll beat you up too for that. But did
My
you?
dad's
Where'd
like,
you
no
live?
bacon in my house. I'm like, all right,
Where'd you live in Germany?
Dad. So I was an Air Force brat as a kid as well, actually. So I lived near Spangdahlem Air Force Base and near Ramstein, but so like near Frankfurt in the Rhine region. But then I lived in Berlin and studied there in 2009.
So your dad was in the Air Force.
He's a civilian, but he still works for them. So because he college Springs, he started working at the academy.
You worked at the academy.
He did. That's where he started. Now they're in at Travis Air Force Base in Northern California.
I know where that's at.
He's the deputy, he's like the GS, he's one of the higher ranking civilians on the base. Basically running all the services for them. So like child care and development, parks and recreation,
Oh, I think
lodging.
what they used to call it, morale, welfare, and recreation. MWR. Morale, welfare, MWR. Yeah, they used to call it that. Yeah, so they would take care of you, my skis. So if I have to rent a car, rent this, rent that. Yeah. That's cool. See?
Yes, but like I said,
Sorry.
I think you will be a vegan within a year or so. Just because I can tell you want to evolve even more.
I mean, what's funny is as I practice yoga, ahimsa,